When I was a kid, I lived in the magical land. A mysterious island surrounded by the sea. A place guarded by thousands of flying fox with burning eyes. The white people raced to cross the ocean, looking for something more valuable than gold, just to reach this place. Does anybody know where is this place? Well, let me remind you about who we are. The ancient rolls found in Persia, Mesopotamia, and Egypt mentioned about the rich land in the east. That little paradise on earth is Maluku, which is indeed the center source of the best quality spices, nutmeg, clove, and pearls in the world. This land was once called Jazirat al-Mulk, the land of many kings. The merchants from Arab sold their spices all the way to Europe. The Arabian, Indian, Persian, and East Mediterranean merchants were agreed to keep this secret from the Europeans. Rumors spread that they got their spices from a nest guarded by a giant vulture. These rumors and myths ended when King Roger II commanded Al-Idrisi from Sicily to create a comprehensive map of the world. Al-Idrisi diligently collected all geographical information and combined the knowledge from various cultures and civilizations. He even went and asked any merchants and tourists that he could find to create this map. Al-Idrisi map inspired Marco Polo and Niccolo di Conti to hail their ships, which soon after followed by all the other Spanish and Portuguese merchants. The quality of spices from Maluku attracted all the explorers, including Antonio Pigafetta. In his expedition journal with Ferdinand Magellan, Portugal, he wrote about the best clove tree that he found in Maluku. Soon after, Portugal and Spain were in a war for Maluku. To maintain the peace, Spain and Portugal signed the Zaragoza Treaty, where they divided the world outside Europe according to the meridian line, around 17 degrees, making an exclusive duopoly between them. On the 16th AD, cloves, nutmeg, and pepper in Maluku were called as the Holy Trinity of spices, creating a new world order and a web of global maritime system. The architect were the merchants and explorer from Portugal and Spain. The VOC and EIC came into the scene to take over the trade routes and the spices under Portugal and Spain. The Maluku spices caused a trade war in the 17th AD in Maluku zone. In 1620, Banda was taken over by the VOC. The natives of Banda were exiled, killed, and trapped in starvation. On the contrary, this trade war strategy had given a huge profit for VOC, which later triggered the global corporation and global economic revolution in the world. The wildlife in Maluku and East Indonesia also contributed to the world. On the 16th century, Sultan of Badzan, King of Badzan, presented the King of Spain with the bird of paradise, which later reinvented the fashion industry in Europe and United States. The bird of paradise that is often linked to the myth of the phoenix attracted Alfred Russel Wallace, a scientist from England. In 1869, Alfred wrote a book called The Malay Archipelago, based on his research in Maluku and Papua. This book inspired the scientist's explanation about the world biodiversity. 200 years later, a rebellion born, led by Patimura or Thomas Matulesi, who was against the arbitrariness of the Dutch colonialism in Indonesia. Thanks to him, and we are here now. The land, water, and everything inside is a gift from God. History has proven that the nature resources could move the world economy, and even created the first monetary institution in Netherlands. Sadly. Maluku, Southeast Island, Papua, and the area around them have the poverty number almost twice the average the national poverty line. Tens of Papuan children die of malnourishment in the land with the biggest gold mine in the world, Freeport, Indonesia. Maluku, Southeast Island, Papua Zone are connected with one big nature current line. Their mineral wealth and natural resources can supply the world energy demand, especially on the reserved gas on Blok Masela perennial minefield. This zone is so rich with gold, while Maluku and eastern Indonesia have the highest maritime and fishery potential in Indonesia. But don't be afraid. Our fight has not done yet. It's not too late for us to bring back our glory. There will be time when Maluku and beyond will be the front face of Indonesia and become the landmark of Indonesia upturn. The population explosion and urbanization in the world caused the world economical gravity moves towards Asia. This economical movement shift has been marked with the rise of BRICs, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. For United States, this gravity shift to Asia will open a new opportunity for an exportation service with Guam, where it's based. China responds to the US strategy with the revival of Silk Road, which is called Yidai Yilu, One Belt, One Road. From economic point of view, the Silk Road revival will also benefit Maluku and East Indonesia, since they're lined on strategic trade route. From the military eyes, Maluku is located at the front line of Pacific Ocean, Morotai, and was once used as the British Allies' military force based on the World War II. In the past 400 years, the areas rich with natural resources have always been trapped in the poverty conflict paradox of plenty. The human resources in Maluku need to master the knowledge of resources management through education, even if it means to study overseas. The port and harbour in Nagasaki, Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore, and Ambon were built by the Portuguese, but Maluku and Indonesia can't catch up to them yet because of the quality gap in the human resources. Maluku opportunity to be the global city can be opened through Blok Masela gas.
Dan juga ini adalah sebuah proyek jangka panjang, tidak hanya setahun, 2 tahun, tidak hanya 10 tahun, 15 tahun. Dari kalkulasi, dari perhitungan, dari pertimbangan yang sudah saya hitung, kita putuskan dibangun di darat.
According to IEA estimation 2009, the need and demand for natural gas in Asia Pacific will grow triple times through 2030. That leaves the only choice for Maluku is to strengthen its capital of skills, science, and technology to persevere and maintain the natural resources potential to supply the Asia-Pacific demands through the 21st century. Maluku and East Indonesia have not lost its strength. These area clearly has a full potential to bring Indonesia become a living legend like once in the past. Let's vow for the eternity of Indonesia from Merauke to Sabang, from Miangas to Roti. May everything inside this land will always be protected by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala.